So why you gonna do it like that? Why you gonna keep that thing from me?
Hello, welcome to this video. Today I'm in my kitchen, but that's because this lighting today is just all over the place. So this has the best lighting and I really don't want to set up my ring light just to do an intro. But yeah, this is the look I'm going to be showing you guys today. I love this look. This wasn't the look that I had planned to film for this video, but that's a whole nother story. This is the look that I ended up creating and I really do love it and I hope you guys like it too. If you guys want to see how I created it, then just keep on watching. But before I begin, if anybody wants to follow me on any of my social media accounts, I have them listed up here and I will leave them in the description box as well. So with that being said, let's jump into this tutorial. Going in with the shade Canvas, I'm just going to apply this all over my lid to set the concealer. Next, on a fluffy brush, I'm just going to take the shade Punch Me and I'm just using that to, I guess you could say, like, as a transition. I'm just going to continue to build up that color. Next, I'm going with the shade T and I'm just going to slowly work that in my crease and then bring that towards the inner corner of my eye. See, the more everyday tones, like the neutral colors in this palette, are so beautiful and they blend out so beautifully, but the vibrant colors, they're just too pigmented to the point where they freaking stained my eyelids. You know what I mean? Like, nobody wants that. Okay, so I'm gonna cut my crease and I'm gonna use the same concealer that I used to prime my eyes. A little hack that I learned, I don't know where I learned it from, but basically if you're trying to figure out how high to bring your cut crease, add some concealer right there on your lid and then look up or something like that and you can see it kind of created that line. So it gives you a guideline as to like how far up you should bring your concealer. So I'm gonna fast forward this part because this is a hit or miss for me all the time. Okay, so my cut crease is not going to get any better than this. I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to go in with the shade Hello and I'm going to start working that in the cut crease area right there. This shade is such a beautiful, beautiful color. I had this in my inner corners, like as an inner corner highlight the other day, and I thought it was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. So I wanted to see what it would look like as a lid shade. So far, I'm really liking it. I'm thinking about ombreing it. Did that even make sense? Ombreing it up. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm gonna do it like an ombre effect, basically. I think I'm gonna do like a darker, more rich blue here and kind of fade it into that brown. I'm saying that as if I got the skills for it. We're all practicing here, so let's hope that I do have the skills for that. Woo, I'm back. Me and Melissa were having a debate as to why this color stained my lids yesterday. I'm like, this shit is so pigmented, but sometimes it's not about the color payoff that's like put into the color, but it's more of like the actual pigment in the actual shadow that's too much. Sometimes it's too rich. I don't know. I don't really know much about making eyeshadow, so I don't know what goes into it, but I'm just saying, like, James said to pack these colors on my lid or pack them so you get more pigment, so I packed it and it stained my shit, so I don't know. So I'm gonna take the shade Acapella because I said I wanted to do like an ombre to it. Not gonna do anything crazy, but I'm just going to kind of fade the blue so it goes from like an icy blue to a little more like a bluer blue, because this is like a really light blue. Okay, I'm actually gonna go in with the shade Playground and I'm just going to lightly pack that on top of that blue just to bring out that color a little bit, because I feel like that color just wasn't doing it by itself. I just needed a little help, just a little bit. Alright, so I think it looks really good. I'm actually going to take the shade T and I'm just going to deepen up the crease a little bit to, I guess you could say, bring back the brown into the look, because right now it's a whole lot of blue going on. I wanted to bring that brown back in, so I'm going to take T and I'm just going to deepen up the crease. This shade is really pigmented too, so I kind of have to constantly tap off the excess, but I'm just going to smoke out the edge a little bit. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and apply some lashes and I will be right back. I am actually going in real quick with the shade T, that dark brown, and I'm just going to try to add some finishing touches. I'm filming right now.
Oh wow, look at that. No, go back. My God. Wow, look at those lashes. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on too.
Alright, so I put on lashes, and the lashes that I am wearing today are the Makeup Shack Felicia lashes. You can't even see, they're not even in here. But these are what they look like. They're very pretty. They're kind of in between like natural and bold, so it's a good medium. Alright, moving on to the face, I'm going to take my Wet n Wild primer water. This is just the 3-in-1 rose one. So I'm going to do a quick little spritz. It's beautiful as hell outside today, so I want to look very fresh and glowy, but I still want to do a full coverage base. I don't know, I don't go for full coverage on the daily, so I think I'm just gonna do a little extra today. It's really nice. I might take some selfies. Kind of like my outfit, you can't see, but definitely need to add some jewelry because I'm looking a little naked here. Next, as always, I'm taking my e.l.f. Luminous Matte Beautifully Bare primer. I think that's the name. I never remember the full name of this because it's long as hell, but taking this primer, this is like one of my favorite primers. Very moisturizing, and it also leaves a tacky base, which I really like for my foundation. Okay, so like I said, I want to go for a little more full coverage, so I'm gonna be taking my Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm actually going to mix it a little bit with my L'Oreal Pro Glow. This is the shade 202. This is the shade Warm Nude, so it's a slight bit too dark, just very little. So I'm gonna take a dot or two of this just so I can lighten it a little bit, because as you can see, my shirt is like all the way down here. I have on a tube top. Oh, that was nothing. I have on a tube top, so you can really see the difference. If I were to wear like a higher neck top, you wouldn't see a difference. I want to lighten up this foundation because you can see it's a little too dark. Just a little bit. Take a few drops. Just a little bit. Yesterday I took too many drops and I looked pale, so I don't want to do that. Alright, so now I'm just going to take my Eco Tools beauty sponge. I don't know exactly the name of this, but it's from Eco Tools, and I'm just going to pounce in that foundation. So I actually need to get a new one. As you can tell, this one's disgusting and it looks like it's gone through hell and back, but that's how tight we are. We go through everything together. But I do need a new one because this looks kind of gross. Alright, so continuing on with the whole full coverage look, I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpted Concealer. This is in the shade Light Beige because this concealer is full coverage and it's not as drying. I kind of I love this more than the Shape Tape because the Shape Tape is a little too drying for me at least. So I don't like using that underneath my eyes too much because it really creases. Alright, before I set my face and all that, I'm going to go in and cream contour. It's not really cream contouring, it's more of just like cream bronzing. Taking this Maybelline foundation stick. This is in the shade Toffee Caramel. And I love using this to cream bronze. For powder, I'm taking my Maybelline Fit Me Loose setting powder. This is just the cap, but the powder is right here. I just don't want to spill it everywhere. But this is the powder that I'm going to be using to set underneath my eyes, and I'm only going to really focus this powder underneath my eyes, a little bit on my forehead, bring that towards the sides of my nose a little bit, and whatever is left on the brush, I just kind of use that to lightly set the rest of my face. For bronzer today, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline City Bronzer, and this is in the shade 200. This is a really beautiful bronzer, and it is very affordable. Maybelline always comes through with their products, honestly. So real quick before I add highlight and all that, I'm going to set my face. I didn't bring my actual setting spray, so I'm just going to use my primer water again and just use this to set my face, I guess. Okay, for highlight, if you guys watch my channel, then you know how much I love this highlight. But I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Emery highlighter. This is such a beautiful, beautiful shade. They just, yes, they really did that. So I'm just going to, oh, do you see that magic? So I'm gonna take a little bit of this highlight and I'm actually gonna highlight my brow bone. To finish the eyes, I'm gonna go back in with the shade Punch Me, and I'm just gonna run that on my lower lash line real quick. Now I'm going with the shade T, and I'm just gonna use that to darken up under the eye a little bit. Okay, so for inner corner highlight, I'm thinking about going in with the shade Ring Light, and oh yes, yep. Okay, so I'm basically done with this look. I'm just gonna go in with some lip gloss, and I think I'm gonna pair this look with my Fenty Beauty gloss. This one is in the shade Fenty Glow, and I'm just gonna pop that on the lips, and I think I'll be done. Okay, so I think I'm really liking the gloss. I was gonna do a matte liquid lip, but I think the gloss looks really good. So that is it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. Let me know if I should do more looks like this with pops of color or whatever. Let me know. I don't know. I like playing with makeup, but I feel like I never know what to do. But I really do like the way this look came out, and I'm glad that I did a little extra today, you know? It's good to try new things. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! Oh dang, I gotta wet my sponge. I'm all over the place. I gotta hurry up. Parkour!
You come around.
So the ooh, child. Go ahead, pull up to Walgreens. Hey, mail lady. Ew, what's going on? Pair this look with disgusting. Ew! There's an ant on my camera, y'all. Can you believe this foolery? Asshole. Off my camera. The hell is wrong with you?